Hi guys, and welcome back to some more survival stories. I am crafting up some quartz. I've been working more than what it looks like I've been doing in the spaceship or dome. Still need a name. I got a few ideas. We need to name it though. We need to have like a naming ceremony. Check this out, guys. This is a block that I've been playing around a little bit with. It's the light gray, what's it called? Light gray frequency quartz. Light gray frequency quartz from that mod, extra utilities. And I think, I mean, it's getting to a point where it's silly. Let's just call it that. It's getting to a point where it all has to do with my determination. I can't figure out how to make this place or how to make the floors look pretty. I have tried so many different combinations. I read all your comments and they're all great. You know, all of you have a point, but they're all different. So I think what I really have to do is just decide upon something. And this is what it's leaning towards. I have to redo this lamp slightly if we're doing this, but I'm thinking, what about having these fancy shiny quartz blocks like this and then topping it with this is black frequency for the paths instead of this bluish, and then we'll leave the bluish for the walls instead. I don't know how well it will go together with the lights though, is my main concern at the moment. I also placed Carpenter blocks and then on the top I kind of added the frequency block. So if you look closely, there's a slight edge there, which it doesn't give away too much, but yeah. And I wouldn't mind having like strips of blue here from the lapis blocks, like someone suggested. I've been trying that out as well, but I can't really get it to work or look good. That didn't make sense. I said that I wouldn't mind it, and then I said that I've tested it and that it didn't work. But anyway, I think majority definitely said get rid of the stairs, Iskall. We'll do a border instead. This is wrong. So that's at least one thing that I've decided. And I think this floor looks okay. I mean, I want the squares. That's a good thing. I also want the brightness without it looking too bright. With the white, it just looked too bright. And I also want a bit of texture in it. I think, I mean, what we will do eventually is that we will kind of add details to it. So you remember how we had the glass, for example. We'll do something like that, right? The only problem is that the shape is a bit odd. And yeah. This place is just tearing my mind up. Tearing my mind up. I did do some other work. Let me show you. Let's head back. I did some Applied Energistics work in between episodes. Something technical, something very important that I wanted to show you guys. Let's head back here. Boom. So we did this last episode. Looking fancy. Are we really out of sand and gravel, or is something bugged up? Sand. Yeah, okay. These kind of, I don't know, they don't lose connection, but they lose their count every now and then. I filled all these with discs. Looks so much better with the lights on. And on this side, barely started, but yeah, we have a lot of storage space, which is awesome. And then I did this. So my plan is that this is our Applied Energistics IT room, right? And in here it looks like shit at the moment. But I did install this, and this is our quantum link chamber, and it's just kind of hidden in a quartz room, just like here, and this links up the other base. But there's one thing. Let me grab this network tool that I want to show you. When this is on, and if we right-click on any cable to check our power consumption for the Applied Energistics, you can see that it's 1.8 thousand or 1800 RF per tick, which is a lot. Let's head to our power room and I will try to illustrate how much that is. One of these burns to a stack of coal in less than 10 seconds, and they produce 600 RF per tick. So 3 of these will power the AE system, but that's also 180 charcoal. Did I get the math right? I think I did. Per 10 seconds. So if we're not in the spaceship, we shouldn't have it on. So I have installed a button. Click that and the thing turns off. Check the power now. Boom. Isn't that amazing? There are a few setbacks. One is that the lights of this thing doesn't turn off. So I think we can install a lamp here. Like hook that lamp up to the redstone line. That is possible. Maybe we'll do that immediately. Let's grab some stuff for that. The other one is that I'm exporting stuff for smelting up my ores in the other base, so we may want to move that back here. Everything that is AE controlled we may have, or we may want to have in this base, is what I'm thinking. Let's see if we can use aluminum lamp instead. They look a bit more fancy. And some red alloy wire. This should be very simple. So in order to use a button again, as with the drawbridge door, I use a toggle latch over here, and that kind of turns the button into a lever. So all we have to do is hook a lamp up to this line whenever this line is on. Oops, that was inefficiently placed. Whenever this line of redstone is on, then the lamp should be on. Pretty straightforward. And I gotta say, I just love doing redstone in modded Minecraft. I mean, modded vanilla Minecraft, for those of you who know me, I get around okay with vanilla redstone, you know. But some of the things are just not working the way it logically would work, I guess. And that's actually a flaw. People will say, well, it makes it a challenge. Sure, but it's also a flaw, right? So let's try that, see if this works. So the light is off. This does emit a bit of light, I guess, but no, it doesn't. It was my night vision. That looks so fancy. Turn this on, and there be light. Cool. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Good indicator. And we have the magnum torch, so we won't get mob spawns there. I just realized that I never really hooked up my fisher again. Maybe we should do that sometime soon. I am looking for a good spot because I think we need to continue with PneumaticCraft. I really want some of the cool, awesome stuff that you can make with it. Oh wow, this is looking broken up. This isn't good, Iskall. You need to fix things. Here, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. There we go. Oh my. Oh, I just break stuff and I never clean up after me. Story of my life. Why are you even there? Oops. Okay. There. Good. So, I was thinking, what about putting it here? Let's see what's behind here. Nothing. Oh wait. Not so fast. There is an ME cable here. We can move it though. This goes down to the tank room. Okay. We can move that, no problem. I think this is a good spot. So PneumaticCraft, we want a separate room for it. Let's just you know, whenever I want to start something, a good thing to start, whatever you're doing in life, is to look at what you can get out of it. I saw some comments when we were doing PneumaticCraft a few episodes ago, and you guys said, a few of you said, sorry, not all of you, a few said, I don't like PneumaticCraft. Oh, PneumaticCraft is a bit over complicated and all that. And I agree, it's not, you know, it's not the easiest mod in the world. I agree, but we can absolutely do it. And if we have motivation, such as knowing where we can get, then it makes it worth it. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out what it's called. It's called the, actually, let's do this. Mod.PneumaticCraft, is that right? Good. All right, so let's look at the results. We can build this, the universal sensor. A bit of plastic, you get these from compressing seeds, right? Origin will tell you the seed. So an ender plant seed will give you the purple plastic. and the shopper plants will give you the light blue, I guess. Then we need a printed circuit board, which you get from having a lot of different cool stuff. You need an unassembled PCB. For that you need an assembly controller and kind of like a factory line, I guess. You need an empty PCB, which is smelting a failed PCB, or no, smelting a failed PCB. I guess though that there's another way of doing it as well. I think you have to drop something in something. So long story short, there is a long way to go until we can build some really cool stuff like this elevator caller. Oh wow, this we can build fairly simple, fairly soon. Huh, so look at that. And what about this? Because this is a sign, right? A nice sign. So there are a few things that we can build pretty soon here, but we're going to require to have like a basic setup. And the first thing that I kind of failed with in episode 30 was finding a way for the plants to grow. And someone said, why don't you just plant them down and let a vacuum hopper suck up all the seeds that they shoot away? I think that is a fantastic idea. So let's try. Let's set this up quickly and just see. And then let's leave it and see if we get any plants from this. So let's grab a few of these. Yes, you can come with me. Good. Creeper plant. Okay, that's more than we need. Let's grab some dirt and some endstone, and then we need something like glass, thickened glass. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's go upstairs. You don't have to do this outside, by the way. I just feel like it's nice and rainy outside. I just feel like it's a good idea to do it outside while we sleep and while I set this up, because I'm just going to plant down seeds. Let me talk to you about two things. First of all, sorry guys, I forgot about the world download. I promised you guys a world download and I didn't deliver. I feel terrible. Truly terrible. So I will get to that shortly. There's a few other things that have kind of got in the way. I'm very busy at work at the moment and a few other things. So I haven't really had time, and I need to make sure that it's done proper. It's not the biggest of projects, but you know, I wanna make sure that things are done properly. I guess we need to kind of glass this off first. So that's one of the things. It is coming for those of you who want the world download. I'm flattered that you guys would even want to, you know, to have the world. So absolutely something I want to do. And the second thing I wanted to talk to you about is the server. I said that I would give away like random spots every episode. I think what I will do, because not everyone will be interested in playing, right? So a better way of placing this glass, by the way, is using the thing, the builder's wand. Yeah, look at that. So what I will do is, please leave a comment to this episode and let me know if you're interested. And then I will choose 3 of you. So maybe, you know, maybe there isn't even 3 people that are interested in joining the server at this time. And you will be the starting group, okay? If there are more than 3, I will just choose randomly. Of course, you know, you have to be kind and you can't grief and be all weird. But you're my viewers, so I'm assuming you're not weird. I assume you're awesome. Okay, so let's just drop a few of these in. Not all will plant, but I want to see if they are... No. Terrible. Oh man. Oh man. So how does that sound? Comment say, hey Iskall, I really wanna join on that server now from the beginning, and we shall make it work. Oops. And remember, you get to meet a lot of people if you're not playing Minecraft multiplayer, or if you're recording and have a small channel like me. Maybe that's a good platform for you. I don't know. But I'm very happy to see that you even want to do this. I'm trying to have something more to talk about while I plant these, but I don't really. Oh yeah, Crash Landing came out yesterday. No, not yesterday. 3 days ago. 3 days ago, yes. Episode 2 came out yesterday, did it? And I recorded 3 episodes back to back So yeah, I'm not answering your comments in the first videos. I apologize for that. I will, of course, I read all of your comments, and I do consider them. So keep commenting. Don't for a second think that I'm ignoring you or anything. That goes for all of you, and in all my series, I read every single comment. I try to reply when it's kind of replyable, I guess. There, we just made up a new Iskall word again. But if I don't reply, then maybe I couldn't find a good answer, or maybe I haven't seen it yet. So just so you know. Okay, so let's bone meal these, and then let's put the vacuum chest down. Good. Let's do vacuum chest, because this guy will just suck in whatever is hanging out here, I guess, that can't be planted again. So some of the things may not go inside. Oh, did that just travel through the glass? I think it did. Some of the things may replant themselves. That's why I tried to cover up as much as possible. But yeah, we're gonna leave it there. We're not even gonna return to it, probably not this episode, but we'll leave it for like 10-15 hours and see if we get seeds from that. If we do, we'll set up a proper farm, bigger one, and then look at tick rates and all that. Wait, this is not active anymore. Good. While that is working, I was thinking that we should set something up here. And let me just show you. Remember that we blew up some iron. That's how you get your first compressed iron. So we should have that now. Yes. And with that, we should be able to build vault. Is that what it's called? No. Vault. Pressure. pressure chamber wall. Yes. Okay, we're gonna need a bunch of these. Oops, not that many though. Damn it. Okay, I may have already screwed this up. We may need some more iron. Not a problem though. We're gonna need pressure chamber interface for sure, and already there we need plastic. Okay, we're gonna need this valve, and for that we're gonna need some tubes. Let's make a stack of those for sure. Let's put this back in the system. We're gonna need an air compressor to get going here. I'm not very good with this mod pack yet, so don't expect the world. I think I got, you know, the basics covered with how it's working. Electric, maybe we can, no, there's no chance we can do that yet. Let's see, is that all we need? I think it is. Basically what we need to do is build ourselves a basic compressor chamber, and then we can start to cook up things and we can expand it. These air compressors, they take a piece of coal and they will compress air. So for example, let me do this. If I would have that, then I would grab some coal. I don't think we have, look at that, we don't have a lot of coal cooked down. We do have charcoal though. Put that in there. This pressure will slowly build as long as this system is shut. So now pressure will build just like it would in real life. And if I break this, pressure will start flowing out and we'll lose air pressure. So that's basically the core of this mod. So let me set up a room here off camera, and we can see today, I mean, the goal would be to kind of automate, making sure that we have good control over air pressure. And yeah, we'll also go and check if we have got any seeds, but ideally I think we need to leave it like 15 or 20 hours overnight. So yeah. Here's the pro tip. Whenever you get the chance to blow something up, do it. Take that chance. I just want to try. I want to try to see. Fire in the hole! I want to see if we can get plastics from doing this. No. Okay. Was worth a shot though. You have to give me that, because you get compressed iron and from blowing iron up, and you get plastic from compressing seeds. So, was worth a shot. Alright guys, I think we have a start of a room. Enough of a room at least so that we can start working here. This is it. Nothing fancy yet. I kind of want to, you know, put down the machines and all that before we design it. I moved the ME cable over here, and this is actually good because we're going to need applied energistic access from this room. And then I was thinking, I marked out a center for this pressure chamber, so let's build it and see how it looks. I want to say that I'm not a... Wait, these have weird looking sides. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of how this mod looks. I'm gonna say it, and just to kind of put it out there, I think that it's... Oops, that's wrong. Here I am criticizing how a mod looks and I can't even use it. Now, I think it looks a bit plain. I don't know if it's a work in progress still. Maybe it is. But for such a cool mod content-wise, I'm a bit sad that the guy didn't put a bit more effort into designing things. So maybe it did, I don't know. Maybe it's a taste thing. We're gonna do this, that. We're gonna build a 3x3 cube is what we're doing. Boom. Okay. And then, let's see. We want some of these glass. You don't need to have these, I don't think, but kind of makes it a bit fancier so that you can see what's going on inside, right? And we need the valve thing. So what I'm thinking ME terminal here and also ME access. We're gonna need to export stuff to this room. So we'll have that there, and on this side we could have the assemble line that we're gonna have to do. And then we have this line to spare. So I wonder if we should put the engines for it back here. Can I? This is a question. Can I put the valve? I think I need to have it. Wait, let's do this right. Let's put this guy there. Good. That guy there. I think I need to have this. Oh, didn't I build one of those? Pressure. What? I'm sure I did it on camera, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Did I blow it up? Or do I just not remember what it's called? Chamber valve. I built one of these. Maybe I didn't. Huh, shame on me. Okay. So this is going to be our kind of entry for the air pressure. So I'm going to put that there. Yeah, I think it needs to be in the mid-level is the thing. And then later we will have to add a few more blocks here for accessing this. Because in the beginning we'll have to break this to get into it. But let's just see if we can do something like this, and then we'll definitely not do it like that though. Okay, maybe we'll have to. I don't like having this cable. We can always move it up. For now, let's do that, and then let's grab some coal, some charcoal even, put that in there and let that build up pressure. I think I want, at least for now, I'm going to install one more of these. And this is a mod, by the way, I should say, that will blow up. Things will blow up if you overexceed the air pressure. If you hit the red, things will start to go terribly wrong. Things will burst. So we need to install some kind of control. Oh yeah, look at that. I just right-clicked here to get to the interface. But we need to install some kind of control to prevent that from happening. Now the next thing we want to do is to get those pressure... the interfaces, which will allow us to have an entry point, and for that we're going to need 2 of these cylinders, and that's blue plastic and a cannon barrel, safety tube. Wow, tons of stuff. Okay, let's start there. Gonna need 2 of those, and then that makes up to 2 of those, I think. Yeah, good. Okay, and that makes up to I'm silly for even talking. I should do these kind of things off camera, but I forgot. No, I didn't need 2 of them. Derp. Okay. Oh yeah, well I do. Yes. So now, yeah, we only need the blue plastic, and I think that's the rain plant seeds. We're gonna need 6 per each. Losing my voice. So what you have to do is break. Here, I'm gonna make sure that I have that on my hotbar. Break this, right? And now the air pressure is kind of flowing out. So do that. And now they're gonna sit in there, and now you can see that there's a yellow thing here, so it's not working as long as it's on the yellow. But immediately Once it hits the green, boom, things turns into their pressurized alternative. Good. Let's come down and pick those up. Awesome. And now we should be able to do this a bit more fancy. Let's craft 2 of you, and then let's find whatever it was called again. It is called the pressure chamber interface, and we don't have hoppers. Get that, okay. And we're gonna need 2, one for input, and I'm gonna put it right here. One for input, I think that's how you do it. I have to do this, and then one for output that we're gonna have in the bottom. Yep. I think that's right. I'm not sure. I think so. So now we should be able to feed stuff in here using a hopper. And PneumaticCraft actually adds their own hopper, which is pretty cool. This omnidirectional hopper. It's much better than your average hopper, because it will allow you to kind of enter items from the side, for example, or you can wrench this. Maybe not with this wrench. No, you need the PneumaticCraft tool, but you can enter stuff from the bottoms, and yeah, it's very cool. So let's see, what do we want to try? We want to try iron, maybe? Yeah, let's just get 32, put that in there, and that goes in, very good. And at the moment, I think if we go down, I think it's being sucked out immediately. You do lose a little bit of pressure when you put things in here. Yeah, look at that, so it's being pulled out. You do lose a little bit of pressure, but you can upgrade these later so that you don't lose pressure. There should be an item filter, and I can say filter items. Is it this way I do it? No, that's gonna allow for them to be pulled out. We're gonna need another hopper, so let's create another omnidirectional hopper. And don't worry, guys, we will fancify this. New word. We will fancify this for sure. I just wanted to kind of show you the works of this mod. Look at that. Oh, that's so fancy. Okay, we want to have this then be compressed. So item that begins with compressed will be pulled out. So now you can see we'll wait until it's compressed. And if we check back here in a second, it should give us compressed iron. It should. Oh yeah, look at that. It needs to reach a lot more pressure. And these even out, so the pressure is always going to be the same among your machines. So task list. Automate this, and then make sure that we can control the air pressure somehow. I do think that these can be read from ComputerCraft, so we may use that. That seems easy. And we also need to set up some kind of auto filter, which isn't going to be super straightforward, and that may not be priority. Main thing now is that we can cook up plastics, right? So I think we should celebrate with making that elevator thing, because that looked simple. We need brown slime plants and flying. Okay, do we have that? No. We do have the slimy ones. Okay, maybe I'm rushing things here. I don't have the flying ones. I don't know where to find the flying ones. Why don't we have them? Let's come and check on this. See how this is doing. I was over here and I bone milled it a little bit, but oh yeah, look at that. I won't say win yet, just yet, but it looks like it's working. I don't know how quickly these grow though. Whenever you don't like the look of a mod, use covers. Use microblock covers. I did this. This is actually our pressure chamber. We can still access it here. And this looks a bit weird, but hey, I'm testing things. Let me know what you think. I think this actually turned out pretty good. We could change the cover color. I don't know. I think this did the trick. Put some walls in, did some ceiling, I guess. This is the floor of the upper room. I had an explosion. I left it and boom, and I got super scared. But turned out that these hit the red and things blew up. Not the end of the world. I then installed these machine upgrade security. So now as you can see, it's kind of releasing pressure. You see that arrow flickering? And I did the same in here. I don't know if it's really needed in this one as well, as pressure is kind of evened out, but just to be sure. And yeah, the only thing we got to take care of now as far as pressure control goes is I was planning to have an export bus. I'm going to move the engine and that, by the way, once we get some more structure in the room here. And we are going to need to expand this because this is going to be too small. So I think we'll do a sub room in here for the assembly line. Anyway, back to this. Where were I? Yeah, I was thinking we could have an export bus of coal into this guy, but we want to make sure that we don't waste coal, because once we get a few machines up and all that, we're going to need a lot more pressure, and then we're going to be burning through coal. So I found this, the pressure gauge, and I think you can, if we read on it first. Good Iskall. This module emits a redstone signal of which the strength is dependent on how much pressure the tube is at. Right? Pretty easy to craft. Just a few things. But that means that we should be able to put it like there. Ooh, that's fancy. Okay. And then can we read it with a comparator? Yes, looks like it. Good. Look at Wayla, look it up here. Power 9, 8, 7. Good. So with this, we get an indicator on how much pressure is in here. I guess full pressure at this stage is 9. So we can then use this signal to either prolong it by 9, some vanilla Minecraft again. So over here, once this is lit, this will turn off a level emitter for the Applied Energistics system and will stop sending coal to the machine. That could be one thing. Then we'll always lose a stack though, so we may want to be a bit more precise. And we can come up with some other ComputerCraft driven thing. I'll think about that in between episodes. Good thing though is that this at least allows us to get control over the thing, which is important. You always need to be in control. In between episodes, let's go upstairs again and check on the thing. I'm so excited about it. It has been like, what, 3 hours now since we started it? Boom. Yeah, okay, it's definitely getting us some seeds. So that may be how we do it. I will continue to think about it, this a bit. But in between episodes, I will be collecting some more seeds. I will do the Horn of the Wild, I think, in the twilight. And that's pretty much what I will do. I need to charge up these as well. Why isn't my wireless charger working? That's something that I have to figure out in between episodes. Anyway, I wanted to just, before I close off, say that I haven't forgot about the diamond farm, and I was in the Twilight Forest. I spent a lot of time there from last episode to now. Finally found a maze. Turns out that you have to kill some bosses before you can actually kill the mobs in there, just like the place that me and Neros found. So Diamond Farm will have to wait. We don't really have an issue with diamonds at the moment, so I'm not too worried about it. But just to, you know, let you know that I haven't forgot. I've said that we should do a Diamond Farm, and we will. Don't you worry. But it's in the future. On that note, guys, I hope that you enjoyed some PneumaticCraft. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you will be with me in the next one. Don't forget to comment, leave a like. See you then. Bye-bye.